Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Indiglojypsy. I'm Jenna. I'm happy to do this tarot reading for Scorpio placements. I'm trying to get this better. It's so yellow. The messages may or may not resonate. I appreciate your presence and energy, and I hope you're all doing wonderful. I want to thank you all so much for the last live that we did together. There were 80 of you who showed up. You tied with Aquarius. So that's why I'm doing this bonus reading for you guys today. And my gratitude just extends infinitely. Like, I really appreciate all of your support, your likes, your subscriptions, comments, all of those things. I couldn't do this without you. So thank you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. So as I was shuffling the tarot deck for you, the King of Cups did come out. So I feel like a lot of love is surrounding you. Maybe you're feeling a lot of love to give. This could also represent another person who has a romantic interest in you or has a lot of love for you in some way, okay? So thank you, Spirit, for being here to oversee this active divination for Scorpio in their highest good. I want you guys to remember how hard that you have worked, at least collectively, to get where you are today. You guys have had challenging readings for a very, very, very long time. And recently they started going really well. So, sometimes when that happens, we can subconsciously expect the worst. I just want you to be mindful of that, Scorpio. So that King of Cups could represent you and your open heart, or perhaps you guys are so open-hearted that you are holding back. Huncho one, hey, hi, thank you so much for being here. You guys might be holding back from romantic connections because the King of Cups can sometimes hold back for whatever reason. He's definitely emotionally mature and available and has a lot of love to give, but he's not just like giving it necessarily all over the place, okay? No nickname. Hi from London. Thank you for being here. Oh my gosh. I appreciate your presence and energy, you guys, so much. But the Knight of Wands, Scorpio. This reading is a bit heavy, okay? This Knight of Wands energy is someone who fancies themselves as like a player. Palash Pike. Hi. Thank you for being here. I hope I said your name correctly. Slick Cheats. What are these cards? They are called tarot cards, and it's particularly the Modern Witch Tarot deck. And thank you for being here as well. I appreciate it. I'm actually trying to be quiet because I'm really loud when I talk, but we got people sleeping and I was being annoying. So, Asif Khan, I hope I said your name correctly. Hello to you too. I'm doing well. Palash, thank you for asking, and I hope you are as well. Pakistan, oh, that's so dope. Thank you so much for being here. I love that. I love when people tap in from all over the world. That makes me so happy. They're meant to help be a guide on a person's journey. They are meant to reflect what's happening with a person or people at a subconscious level so that they have some insight as to what type of choices they have, what they might be feeling, and how they can redirect to experience something that they actually desire or want, okay? Well, no nickname. This is a space for Scorpio at this time. But one day I will do like a Q&A and I'll answer some questions for people. I'll let you know in the community board when I do something like that. I usually do post what's going to happen for the upcoming week on Sunday. But right now, this is for Scorpio and to show my gratitude for how they showed up for me in their last live. So with this Knight of Wands, this is a fire sign energy. So you guys could be involved with someone with fire placements, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but when the Knight of Wands is reversed, he scatters his energy. Could be a she, of course, but they kind of do what they want. They don't feel obligated to anyone or tied to anything. So they can be hard to pin down. And they can just sort of roam as they please with not really much regard for the consequences of others. They certainly don't commit in relationships, and they could be seeing multiple people at one time, whether they are honest about it or not. Okay. So this could be who you're dealing with. I'm doing it now. No nickname. This is what I do. I also do desired reality coaching. If you're interested in that, you are welcome to hit me up on Instagram. But that's where we get you living in your desired reality. Long story short. But the Knight of Wands energy is not someone that you would want to enter like a serious connection with, possibly even a friendship, unless they were already your friend and that's just who they are and you accept them for who they are, Scorpio. But as far as like romantic or love, and for some of you, this could be one of your children. If you are a parent, this could be the way your child behaves, because we're dealing with the King of Cups and a Knight of Wands. So maybe a slight age difference. Never Xanax, take wild beers. I think it says that on the bottle, Rue Jigga. I think you're right about that. Slick cheats, that's one way to say it. Sure. Yeah. That's definitely a way you could put that. Absolutely. So somebody has a lot of love here with the King of Cups, a lot of love, endless love. And somebody plays a lot of games and has no regard for consequences of their actions here, okay? Somebody could be accusing you of behaving this way, Scorpio, but this could be a person that you're dealing with in your life, okay? Whether it's a romantic interest or somebody you're related to, okay? So with the Ten of Swords reversed, I feel like you don't want something to come to an end, or you feel like something's headed for a crash and burn, but you're avoiding it or resisting it. I feel like you guys know somewhere deep down that something is not working. Something is stressful, harsh, abrasive. It's really troubling on the mind, but it hasn't quite come to an end yet, okay? I do feel like telling you that a boundary should be in place to protect your energy, to protect your heart space, or this could be, the way somebody's viewing you, like maybe they need to place a boundary between you and them for their own safety here, okay? Why it's all happening is the Devil. I cover up the nudity. The Devil is Capricorn energy, so you guys could have Capricorn placements, or there could be a Capricorn in the situation as part of the situation, but really the situation is really toxic, Scorpio, okay? There could be addiction involved, which is interesting how somebody mentioned Xanax. Rue Jigga said something about Xanax and beer, so that really ties into this reading. So somebody could be struggling. The Knight of Wands it can be like a bit of a party animal, and they stroll in whenever they want, no matter what time it is, and they could have a hangover. They could be, coming home in the morning from partying all night, and some of them just don't even sleep. They just go right back to partying. It just depends on the individual. But with the Devil here, I am finding addiction to be a part of the situation, in conjunction with a toxic situation, or it's a situation that you feel stuck to. You could feel stuck to the situation because it's your child. I'm just going to take a slight sip of coffee. It could be your child that this is. Maybe they're a teenager and they're just wilding out and you love them. So you feel like you can't really, separate for them or really put that much of a distance between you and them because you're their parent. For others of you, this is someone you love on a romantic level, and for others, it's non-romantic, it's a platonic, but there's definitely love there with that King of Cups. But the devil energy is something that you feel stuck to, right? And you're having problems getting away from it. That could also reiterate the addiction. So with this Two of Cups in the headspace, one or both of you are thinking of the connection is not really working. It's not coming together. You don't see eye to eye. There could be problems with a really negative communication, harsh communication, like cussing each other out, name calling, gaslighting, various things of that nature. So it's, two people here that at one point had love for each other, but they're having a very challenging time, nearly impossible time getting along due to addictions or just somebody has a lack of regard for the other one. So I feel like, Scorpio, you've waited a while. You or them, you've been very patient to see like how the situation's going to turn out. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it was good at one point, and you're hoping with all you have that things will go back to the way that they were, or maybe someone will see, how their actions affect you. You've been very patient, just sort of waiting, biding your time for some of you. But some of you are at this place of like, if something doesn't change by X amount of time, I may have to cut my losses and move on, okay? So those of you that are dealing with someone on a romantic level, we do have the Three of Cups reversed. Someone is very likely sleeping with or seeing other people, okay? So we do have 5 cups here. So somebody takes action without regret or without remorse. Like they have a complete lack of regard for, like I said, the consequences of their actions. I'm picking up a lot of alcohol consumption, a lot, okay? This person definitely is unhinged when it comes to physical encounters having to do with intercourse, okay? Like they're unhinged. Anything goes with this person, Scorpio, whether you know it or not. They could be accusing you of taking part in this. I'm going in their house now. Say less. Don't do that, rude jigga. Listen, make sure these are general readings, okay? And there is free will, which we all have. So you need to make sure for a fact, beyond reasonable doubt, that somebody is putting you through this before you go kick door, okay? Everything is different for everybody's situation. I understand if you already suspected it. I understand if you already have proof. That's another story. This reading may be confirmation for what you already know. But you definitely don't want to go kick door without knowing for a fact, because sometimes a person could just be getting high with another person that you don't like or that you wouldn't approve of. That doesn't mean they're like hooking up with them. Okay, so just make sure that you're sure before you go, do what you do. He says, no, I trust you. Yeah, the Three of Cups is usually an indicator of somebody not being faithful to you, okay? They may be going to parties, like I said, and, or going to the bar, going to clubs, meeting people, telling you that they're doing something else, flat out lying. Others of you, they might be brutally honest and saying, yeah, I'm not, I'm going to go and do what I do, and you don't have to stay. They could be saying that to you guys, but sometimes, Scorpio, you guys are loyal to a fault. Sometimes you guys hang around way past the expiration date, and I love that about you. But I also want you to remember that you deserve to receive the same type of love that you give. Okay. So I feel like some of y'all might have friends or family that have been telling you that this person is not good for you. They may, and maybe you guys are like, no, I'm not going to let you talk about my girl or my guy. Don't do that. Like, I love them. I don't want to hear that. Like maybe for some of y'all, when it's coming from someone else, you don't want to hear it. But I feel like if they are saying that, they're coming from a place of love. They really are seeing some things that maybe you don't see because you're the one that's in love. And you have this ideology of this person from like when y'all were first together, and you want them to fit inside of that category from when you first met them. But I feel like they're not really that person. They're really like something other than what you wish they were here, okay? So the Four of Swords reversed, should you guys decide to continue to deal with this person, it's going to continue to stress you out. You're going to lose sleep over the situation. It's either because you're worried about them, you're worried about their safety, you're worried about them going to jail, you're worried about them drinking and driving. If it's, even if it's not your kid, even if it's just someone that you really care about, you're worried about them crashing out and doing something ignorant because they're on it and because they haven't had a lot of sleep and because they're very reckless with their decisions. But this type of stuff keeps you up. There could have been times where you called the hospital and you called the jail to see if they were there because they didn't come home. Whole time they were just out doing them. And it's really inconsiderate, okay? Rujiga says, that's the name of the guy that you get. Really think deep. Her name is Sarah Robertson. Tell me what it is. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. I don't know. But the Four of Swords reverse is indicating to me that it just increases your stress levels if should you continue to wait for this person to change or wait for this person to go back to being like they were when you met them. It just gets more stressful. The Nine of Swords energy, Scorpio, I really think you should reconsider this relationship for your benefit, okay? Like, I know how you are with wounded birds. You like to heal. When you guys, especially when y'all are vibrating high and you see somebody on a low vibration, sometimes you guys really like to lift them up and help them transform the course of their life. But some people, it's not in them, at least not at that time or not at this time. What's the name comes up when you say a guy she's with? I don't really know. It could start with a D because I looked at this devil card and the letter D stood out. So it could start with a D, maybe something like that. If something comes up during the rest of the reading, I'll call it out for sure. I just heard the name Nino, which I know is not a common name, but I just saw the word 9 and it reminded me of Nino as in a male's name. But it's stressful. You're just up late night worried about them. Some of y'all are crying, trying to get some sleep, but you can't because this person just has really no regard for your heart and for the love that you're really trying to give them, okay? The energy that they're in is the Hierophant reverse. So this person could have Taurus in their chart. You said car, truck, color, please. I saw the color red because of this person's robe. So it could have red or white in it or something like that. But I feel like this person has no intention of committing on a serious level. They have no intention on getting serious about anything, okay? Whether this is it's a romantic or it's your child, your son or daughter. They don't feel obligated to anyone or anything. And for some of y'all, they might already be married to somebody else and they don't care about that person either. They might be telling you that they're going to get a divorce. That could be part of what's going on here. They could be stringing you along and telling you, I'm going to divorce them. I'm going to divorce them. And you've been waiting for them and they have not divorced that person yet. They may intend to. That might be the only thing that they've been honest about. They may intend to divorce this person, but it just hasn't happened yet. And maybe they haven't divorced them for a money situation because the Seven of Pentacles is here. So it's cheaper to keep her, or if I divorce him, then my money gets cut off. Maybe that person is funding their lifestyle and that's why they won't divorce them. Or maybe it's a female spouse, and if they divorce her, then they're going to have to pay her more and they don't want to do that. But with the Hierophant reversed, I feel like they just don't take anything seriously, let alone you. They don't even take themselves very seriously, and they have severe commitment issues. They do not see themselves committing to anyone except for the lifestyle they live, which is very reckless, very inconsiderate, with no regard for consequences. He says, so it was a one night Stand, you are the only proof I need. Wow. Okay. Just slow your roll. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Like, so whatever they said, they were lying. It was a lie. Ace of Swords reversed. They've been lying all along. They've been fucking with your head all along, okay? For some of these people, I wouldn't even go as far as to say they're messing with your head on purpose. I think that they just don't care. They just don't have a regard for anybody but themselves. They probably don't even care about themselves. Because they live the way they live. There are 10 swords here. So twice. So this could end really badly. So Rue Jigga, please, please slow down. Slow down, okay? Nobody is worth being locked up for. And I say locked up because of this 9 of Swords. This many swords could be jail time. You might have already felt like you were in jail because you put your life on hold for this person. And they continue to disregard how much you care about them. They continue to do that. And they continue to compromise your safety. Because if they're out here with other people, you don't know if they're protected or not. They could bring that back to you, you know? And that's like, that could make someone snap, you know? But this Ace of Swords is like mental confusion, and it's also dishonesty straight up. I feel like you've been kind of called upon to release this person because you know you deserve better, but something is making you feel stuck. Like something makes you feel stuck to this person. It could be the way that you guys are when you're at home alone in your bedroom. Maybe it's so good that maybe you feel addicted to them in that way. Okay? But there's more to life than that, to that, Scorpio. Like, there's so much more. Like, you could attract someone that will give you back the same thing that you give, you know? So how this manifests in your physical reality is the Strength card reversed. So this is Leo energy. There could be a Leo involved. You guys could have Leo in your own chart, but it's really the energy of feeling weak, feeling unhinged, feeling like, have you ever seen a lion attack an animal? Like, that's the point that you're getting at. You're getting to this point. Like, I feel like once you guys have a full, undeniable receipt, like maybe them on videotape, or maybe them being recorded, or something like that, or the other person they're dealing with calling you and telling you that they're dealing with them, you guys may just go full, like y'all might crash out. Okay, there is a risk of you guys crashing out. Not a federal nightmare. I know you're being serious, but that's kind of funny. Like a federal nightmare. Oh my gosh. The Strength card is you guys being unhinged and you guys like potentially mauling somebody, or that lion, that beast coming out of you, and just being, all of this pent up energy from you really like putting your life on hold for this person that has no regard for the love that you've tried to give them. You guys might crash out, and that's not what I want for you, because I feel like life goes on. I feel like life is what you make of it, like, and if you're continuing to give someone your energy when they're misusing it, you're kind of sending a message to the universe that you don't feel worthy of more than that. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, do you deserve better than what you're tolerating? Okay. He says, I'm still in drug court with her, so I have to keep. Dang. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. You can still triumph through this situation. It's just going to depend on where your focus goes. If you're separated from this person, do you still think about her all the time? Is she still consuming your thoughts? Does it still make you feel a negative way when you think about her? Like she's getting a lot of your attention, so this is a call for you to gain your strength back, to get a sense of pride about yourself, and focus, take your power back and focus on what it is you do want to experience. I know you're going to court. I know you got to still continue to be in this person's face for that reason, but you can still take your power back. You don't have to like give her your power by continuing to think about her, obsess about her, maybe y'all are still texting or something like that. But you can take your power back by refocusing your thoughts on something that you do want to experience. Like maybe you want a new relationship with a partner that's nothing like this. Maybe you want a new experience with someone that does have love to give, that is mature, that is commitment minded, that would want to get married, that would want to settle down and just be with you. So that's something that you're going to have to come to terms with on your own accord, because you've already done got caught up behind this person. I feel like you owe it to yourself to break this pattern with this person, okay? And it starts in your mind here, Rujiga. Scorpio. You don't shuffle that easily. Okay, so you got cycles. It says fate, karma, something ending, something beginning, which is great. As we saw the 10, I won't be mad, just tell me, okay? Well, okay, so fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So this is a fated event. Just guys, be mindful of how much power you give this person, because some of y'all are at a risk of snapping and it could turn fatal. And then you got to go to court for a whole nother reason. And ask yourself, is that the type of life you want? Does this person deserve this much power? You also got intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite later. So that could have already happened. You guys could have already experienced ignoring red flags and seeing where that got you, okay? Ask yourself if you deserve better. If you're giving away this much love, surely you deserve somebody that'll give it back. You would think. So it also says gambling, problems with addiction, Scorpio, or gambling, bad finances. So, intuitively, you guys have felt something was off for a long time, but there was something that made you not want to give up on the situation. Like I said, for some of you, it's because you're related to the person. For others of you, you just really love this person and you didn't want to just walk away. Maybe you understood what they were going through on a deeper level, so you didn't want to abandon them. Maybe you know what it feels like to be abandoned, so you didn't want to put someone else through it. Maybe you guys, it could be a codependency thing that you guys will benefit from figuring out and releasing, and being with people, but not be afraid to detach from them if it doesn't work out. In no way, shape, or form should you have to put yourself through repeated cycles of people mistreating you, taking your kindness and your love and your generosity for granted. And I feel like this person definitely gambled. Literally, they could have gambled away some of your money. Or if they were seeing other people, the same thing with them, or they are gambling, with your love, gambling with your trust, etc. So Rujiga says, did they mess around even if it was just one time? So according to this reading, we're dealing with a cheater. We're dealing with a habitual cheater in this reading. I'm over it. I just want to know if she was messing around. Yeah. It's according to this reading has infidelity and cheating written all over it. It really does. This person is sexually uninhibited. Like they don't hold back. Somebody here is like fourth streets. They are, okay? Or at least for one other person here. And for others of you, they're just doing drugs or drinking excessive amounts of alcohol in secret behind your back, or blatantly to your face, even if you've asked them not to. They don't care. They're going to do it anyway here, okay? But yeah, these were your messages. I hope you guys keep yourselves safe. I hope you guys understand that you're worthy of the same love you're willing to give another person. I hope you guys find healing through this and a form of self-love through this, and establish boundaries for anyone that wants to come in your life and play around with your heart, play around with your trust. I hope you love yourself enough to put distance between you and those people and understand that you deserve better, because the universe can only give you what you feel you deserve, okay? So I think that will do. I think we'll leave it here. But I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for showing up on the last live. Thank you for showing up on this live. You guys can do this. You can get through this, okay? I see some challenges with it, but like I said, you don't want to go to court for another reason, okay? Like, the way you show them is by showing up for yourself, okay? And denying this person any more access to you, okay? So thank you all again. I wish you guys so much love, so much light, infinite abundance. I hope you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. If you already are subscribed, I appreciate you so very much. Thank you all for your support. You guys are amazing, Scorpio. Trust me when I say you deserve better, okay? So until next time, transform, because this is what the situation is for, so that you guys can evolve and have something better. And until next time, take care.